Hey folks, this is David Smith at Correctional Officer Lifestyle. This is a very, very, very meaningful video for me. It's a very emotional video for me. This is just the introduction of the video. I need to preface this by saying I was raised by two dads. I was raised by biological father and my stepdad. My stepdad, and I don't like those titles, I really don't. I have two dads. I don't have a biological father and a stepdad. I have two dads. I do. My biological father, my dad, lives in Asheville, North Carolina, and has since retired from his job and is living his best retired life, and I think the world of him, and I have nothing bad to say about my dad. Now, my stepdad, who was married to my mom, obviously, was a more permanent fixture in my life simply because of him being married to my mom and my mom having custody. It was for the best, honestly, but my dad was never not a part of my life. And there's a part in this video where I look at my stepdad at his retirement ceremony and I say, I am proud to call you my dad. And I am. But I have two dads and I love both of them equally. I don't want it to be misunderstood that I am more proud of one than the other. No, it was his retirement day and I wanted him to have his best retirement day. But make no mistake, when it comes to fathers being in a child's life, it's very important, and I was lucky enough to have two. All right, so that being said, November the 19th, 2021 was the official end of watch for my dad, Correctional Officer Ronald Jurgensmeyer, at Santa Rosa Correctional Institution. He ended his watch the good way. He ended his watch through retirement. And I had to capture what everybody had to say about him, and then I had to capture what he said to everybody in attendance. And the biggest thing that I want people to take away from this, prospective correctional officers looking to move up into another field, correctional officers that are retiring, going to another job, is what my dad says about a resume. Also, people that are looking to retire is what he says about retirement. Okay, what he says about a resume, if you don't put a resume behind your application, you're cutting yourself short and you're not going to be a prime candidate for the job. And the second thing is, don't second guess when you tell yourself it's time to retire. Go ahead and retire. Go ahead and do it, because if you don't, you'll never retire. My dad turned 75 this year, and he is just now retiring. 23 years of military service, 31 years of correction service. He has literally given his life for other people. So enjoy this. Enjoy the retirement ceremony. I hope you take something away from it positive, and just enjoy the video. As usual, there's no place for domestic violence. 1-800-799-SAFE. 1-800-799-7233 is a domestic violence hotline. If you are the victim or you know the victim of domestic violence, call those people. They can help you. If you know the aggressor, make sure you say something to somebody. The worst thing you can say is nothing. And if you are the aggressor, there's help for you too. Just remember that you need to admit that you need it, and then you need to ask for it. All right? Love shouldn't hurt. I am my brother's keeper. I am my sister's keeper. Y'all stay safe upon the fence. I'll see you in the next video. This is Dave Smith, Correctional Officer Lifestyle.
Meant a lot to us. I can't imagine him gone. I got pictures of him waxing the cars out there, and he wouldn't even let the inmates touch him. He don't want to do it himself. But we love you, and I know there's a lot of people that want to speak up about you. So I'm going to start with Mr. Banks. He's made this big speech. And then we'll go around the room. So Banks, starting with you.
Well, everybody knows I don't like to talk, but I'll give it a try.
Fake news.
Fake news. Jurgie, my man. I met Jurgie in 2001 at Center Gate, and he was giving an inmate the business. All right, I looked over there, I said, man, that old dude, that's a tough little dude right there, right? And he was just giving it to him. I'm like, gotta have a little bit of military in him. But, so I met Jurgie and find out we're shipmates. All right, he's Navy just like I am. We did the deed. He's been doing it. He's been serving his country practically his whole adult life. And now he came to DOC and gave the other half of his life to another cause, a worthy cause. So we appreciate you, Jurgie. I'm sure the citizens of Milton appreciate you. But I don't want to see you on Interstate 10 driving down there on a zero turn. All right? You've earned the opportunity to kick back. Relax, buddy. Relax, man. This is your time. All right? No more cutting grass. Let your neighbors cut their own grass. I want to see you back here on the grounds checking things out either. We're going to be all right. We got the watch, baby. You got it. Love you, man. All right?
Oh, I gotta say something. This is my inside grounds partner. And I tell you what, this guy was a hell of a worker. He turned circles around me. And every now and again I'd hear, Officer Nardine, this is Officer Jurgensmeyer. I said, damn it, man, when's he gonna learn my name? But I'll tell you what, this guy has been a hell of a guy. He was a good shipmate, and he was a hell of a good worker, and I wouldn't want to work with anybody side by side than this man anywhere on this compound. So good luck to you, Ron. I love you, man.
Here.
Now your turn, Ron.
No, wait, well, son. David. I love how he doesn't listen.
For those of y'all that don't know, this man raised me. It's my dad. I'm proud to call him that. Make no mistake, I am very proud to call you my dad. Anybody wondering why I'm wearing this uniform? There it is. I had fallen on some hard times. I lost my job. He came to my friend's house where I was at and said, hey, you about ready to be a correctional officer yet? That started the journey, 1993. Been here ever since. We have the watch. You don't have to worry about us anymore. We'll be all right.
Wow.
Some of the rest of them afraid to tell the story. Huh? Some of the rest of them afraid to tell the story. I'll be a statute of limitations.
I actually believe that.
Actually, the first thing I heard when I got here was everybody's like, have you met Jurgensmeyer? No, where is this guy? So, but it's been a pleasure. One short time I did work for you, so thank you for your service.
You're welcome.
Yes, sir.
You're welcome. I'm gonna tell you all this. I retired from the Navy, and shortly after I retired, they were advertising DOC. I told the wife then, I said, I'm gonna give me another job. So I went and had Miss Emerson work with job service, and she had me get on with DOC, and I was in class number 6 at PJC, and went through that. The night of graduation, I got picked because I put an application in with a resume, and they were talking about this and that, and they said, and they said a few words. When I heard them words, I automatically went, just like this here. And one girl said, Officer Jurgensmeyer, you're going to get your head strung out, go to like this, because we're going to open that big door so you can get to go home. My wife was sitting in the audience, and she was just bowing her head, shaking her head. And she told me she's on the way home. She said, you embarrassed me? I said, no. I said, I'm the one who had the fun. And then went down there on the front, and some of the officers on my class told me, said, I made perfect sense. I made this, I made that. I said, but you didn't do one thing. You did not put a resume behind your application. I did. because, when I went to the Navy, and, they told us, if you want a job, have a resume made for the thing that you're going after. They said, you'll get that job, and that's a true fact. And I've been with them ever since. And I'm really proud here, and what made me want to retire, I turned 75 in the month of October, and I figured I had enough, and I just didn't want to bust no more bones and just do things my own way. But yeah, I had a good time. I had some good people to work with. And I really enjoyed it too. Right now, I'm looking around at faces. And you don't have your or the own way, and I stay that way. And but when it's time, when you think it's time for you to go, don't even think twice. Or if you do, you'll never retire. Ask me, I know.
Ask us.
But I looked at it many times, and no, I'm not quite ready. But when I had skin cancer and all that, I said, it's time for me to go. I went to the doctor yesterday, and the doctor told me I'm fit to go back to work. I said, no, I'm not going back to work. And I made in my mind, I got enough checks coming in, don't have to worry about it. So, but anyway, I wish you all good luck all around. And I'm trying to get my son here, Dick Major, but they're not promoted up in the century.
We got him a little something. A little retirement gift.
Son.
Just wait. Just wait.
What is it?
Just wait.
Oh, let's see.
Son, what do you have on here? What do you have on here?
Well, put it up and look at it.
Rolls. Handsomest retiree.
Love you, mean it.
Love it.
You're welcome.
That's perfect. I love it.
That's all I got to say.
Thank you, Ryan.
He wants to eat.